Yeah, I actually have more of a question. It was from a conversation with a friend, and he was telling me about his side hustle, and that he's in a bit of a bind at the moment. He's busy, designs and sells yoga mats, and he has a partner in China, I think it is, and they basically work together on this. But this thing's now it's sort of like progressed quite a few years, and it's starting to build up. But the amount of work that he puts in compared to his partner is like totally disproportional. So they have like a 50-50 split.
Yeah.
And now they're sort of in this awkward position where, he's been given advice saying, well, it can't continue like this. I'm just wondering if you have any sort of, advice for someone who's in a position like that. I've been in similar sort of ventures as well, where the amount of effort that you put in just doesn't equate to the amount of equity, and it's always a nightmare for people who don't know how that works in the grown-up world,
Yeah, I don't think any of us know how it works in the grown-up world. I've never met a founder who hasn't had a founder problem. It's like par for the course. So I like to remind people to plan for the divorce, even though you're getting married, because I promise you now it's more difficult to get out of a co-founder relationship when you've got money coming in than it is to get out of a marriage. So once you're in it, the hard part is I start to weigh up the cost benefit analysis of how much time and effort I'm putting into this thing versus how much time and effort I could put into literally any other idea I have. So your friend is likely struggling from the sunken cost fallacy, that he or she, they've put so much money into this, they've put so much time, they've got to stick it out, the idea's got legs. It's just not true. It's just not true. You can stop and walk away and start something else. We are not people who only have one idea in our lives. So the first thing that this person needs to do is have an honest conversation, get rid of the ego, get rid of the admin, get rid of the feeling of, oh my goodness, what if they walk away? Because the alternative is you continue in a shitty relationship. What you have to do is have an honest conversation, tell them what you expect, tell them what you need, tell them what will happen going forward. And then if it doesn't happen, walk away. Like, there is nothing more soul destroying than a shitty partnership that you go and work on every single day, but it's just dragging you down, even though there's success. I mean, I was in the throes of a business recovering and becoming profitable when my co-founder and I fell out and we sold the business, and it's brutal, but better off leaving that co-founder and that business than spending 5 years in an abusive business. Like, rather just walk away. So it might be hard, and your ego says, oh, but I've got 10% in this, I'm gonna sell it to them. Sometimes it's good to just walk away. I have actually literally walked away from equity in a business I had sold because I didn't like the people who bought the business. Like, that's fine. I don't regret it, because I would have spent 4 years earning out. I would have made money, but it would have been a horrific 4 years. Like, sometimes you've got to weigh up your emotional, mental cost versus the practical cost of the business.